Imagine this. Billions of years ago, a barren, lifeless rock floating in space eventually became the home to the most complex and intelligent beings in the known universe, us, humans. Today, we're going to take a journey through time, spanning thousands of years, to uncover the entire history of human civilization, how we started, what shaped us, and how we got to the modern world as we know it. Buckle up, because this is the story of us. Our story begins roughly 300,000 years ago in Africa, where the first Homo sapiens appeared. Early humans were hunters and gatherers, moving in small groups, surviving off the land. They were resourceful, using tools made from stone and bone. But what truly set us apart was our ability to think, communicate, and imagine. One of our first great milestones: fire. With fire, we could cook food, keep warm, and defend ourselves from predators. This simple discovery changed everything. It gave us control over our environment and set the stage for the rise of civilizations. Fast forward to about 10,000 years ago. The Ice Age had ended, and humans began settling down. This was the birth of the agricultural revolution. In places like Mesopotamia, the land between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, people started growing crops and domesticating animals. This shift was monumental. No longer did humans need to roam for food. Instead, they built permanent settlements, forming the first villages and cities. And with cities came something we take for granted today: society. Laws, trade, and even writing were born here. Writing systems like cuneiform allowed us to record history, make trade agreements, and even tell stories. Without this leap, much of what we know about the ancient world would have been lost to time. While Mesopotamia flourished, another great civilization rose along the Nile River: ancient Egypt. Known for their architectural genius, Egyptians built massive pyramids and temples, some of which still stand today as a testament to their ingenuity. But Egypt wasn't just about monuments. They developed complex religions, advanced medicine, and a centralized government ruled by pharaohs who were seen as gods on earth. And Egypt was just the beginning. Around the same time, civilizations sprouted in the Indus Valley, China, and Mesoamerica, each contributing unique innovations to humanity's collective progress. Let's talk about ancient Greece, the birthplace of democracy, philosophy, and science. Thinkers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle laid the foundations for much of Western thought. And let's not forget the arts, tragedies, comedies, and epic poetry like Homer's Iliad and Odyssey. Then came Rome. The Roman Empire spanned 3 continents and lasted for over 1,000 years, shaping politics, law, and engineering. Roads, aqueducts, and the concept of the Republic, these were all Roman legacies that we still benefit from today. But history isn't just about progress, it's also about setbacks. After the fall of Rome, Europe entered what's often called the Dark Ages. While this wasn't entirely accurate, science and learning continued in parts of the world. It was a time of instability in Europe. However, it also gave us feudalism, Gothic cathedrals, and, eventually, the Renaissance. The Renaissance, or rebirth, was a cultural explosion. Artists like Michelangelo and Da Vinci, scientists like Galileo, and thinkers like Machiavelli changed how we viewed art, science, and humanity itself. As Europe rediscovered the world, it also sought to explore it. The Age of Exploration saw explorers like Columbus, Magellan, and Vasco da Gama crossing oceans, connecting continents, and reshaping global trade. But exploration had its dark side. Colonization brought wealth to some but devastation to others, as indigenous cultures were erased and the transatlantic slave trade took hold. It's a painful chapter in our history that reminds us of the cost of progress. Fast forward to the 18th and 19th centuries, the Industrial Revolution. Machines replaced manual labor, cities grew, and new technologies transformed how we lived. This era gave us the steam engine, electricity, and the foundation for modern industry. But with progress came challenges: poor working conditions, environmental damage, and the rise of economic inequality. That brings us to the 20th and 21st centuries, a time of rapid change. We've gone from horse-drawn carriages to space exploration, from telegrams to the internet, and from small local wars to global conflicts. Today, we're more connected than ever, but we're also facing challenges like climate change, political instability, and ethical questions about technology. Human civilization has come a long way, from small bands of hunters to a global society interconnected in ways our ancestors could never have imagined. But our story isn't over. In many ways, it's just beginning. The choices we make today will shape the next chapters of our history. So let's learn from the past and work together to create a brighter future. From the first spark of fire to the rise of civilizations, from ancient empires to modern technology, humanity's story is one of resilience, innovation, and discovery. But this story isn't just about the past, it's about the future we're shaping together. What part of our journey amazed you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this exploration through time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's continue uncovering the incredible story of us, together.